Oh,
Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Profit Plays live show here on our YouTube channel. We are back to break down some college football and NFL games for this Saturday. We're also going to do some trivia with Nate, a chance to win $50 for Nate. All he's got to do is answer, I think it's 9 trivia questions, get some lifelines. That should be fun. We're going to get right into these games, but first we're going to start with some hot takes. Nate, what is your hot take?
I'm so happy I get to start.
Yeah.
Just so people don't think I'm biased. I have my Giannis Greek Freak shirt on. He is a Greek Freak, 60 points. But why is nobody talking about the Bucks had their starters in for the last 5 minutes to push for him to get 56? That's how he had so many free throws. Every time he walked into the paint, it was a foul. He sat in there for the last 5 minutes. Pacers pulled their starters. And then he wants to get upset that they was petty after they was petty. They was upset because the Pacers bumped them. Cool. So now you breaking basketball rules, even though I don't really care for that basketball rule. I think everybody should play hard until the last second, personally. But if you pull your starters as well. Let's go. Game is over. But they wanted to keep Dame in, Malik Beasley, Giannis, Brook Lopez. And now they're upset that they were being petty and taking the ball. Again. I think Giannis should have gotten the ball, obviously. I'm not going to argue that. But don't be upset that they out-pettied the petty. You was at home. You try to make them an embarrassment. You try to run up the score, give Giannis a 60-piece. Cool. So now when they take the ball and run to their locker room, don't get upset and try to – what was that? What's the fight in the Palace? He tried to do that thing there. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's my hot take. Giannis, I get it. He deserved the ball. But – the Bucks were dead wrong for keeping their starters in for that long, letting him even score 60. Thank you for letting me get that off my chest. Nobody talks about that. No analysts, no nothing. That was crazy.
You're welcome. And it's basically like in the MLB, the Bucks hit a home run, hit 2 or 3 solo shots when they're up by 20 runs. Like, you don't do that. Everybody knows it. The Bucks were wrong. Trey, you are on the opposite side.
Yeah, mega opposite side. Don't want to get into it too deep because I am going to be up against the wall between two people that are, I guess, anti not being a baby. Because in my opinion, Tyrese Halliburton was the one being the baby. I wanted Giannis to just rear his big ass hand back and just smack that Pacers assistant coach. I was so pissed. He had that shit-eating grin. He's like, "Oh, I didn't do anything. What am I doing? I'm just the assistant coach. Why are you yelling?" Shut the fuck up. I hate you. I hate the Pacers. And if you watched our game picks, you know I faded them. So I love it. But my hot take, you guys ready for my hot take?
Yeah, go for it.
What's this?
The Denver Broncos are going to win the AFC West.
Yeah, that I don't think that's too hot.
That's not too hot.
I don't think that's too hot.
Well, if that's not too hot, you guys want to know what the odds are for them to win the AFC West? It's definitely a hot statement.
Plus 1,100.
Exactly.
Is it really?
Plus 1,100? Hold up.
Only one game behind the Chiefs. The Chiefs, they do have a cupcake schedule at the end of the season. But at the end of the day, they have not looked good. 2-game losing streak for them. You don't want to have a losing streak as the season is ending. Broncos season's going up. Chiefs season's going down. I'm going with Broncos upset against the Lions. And I'm also going Chiefs might lose this weekend. So watch out for that.
Okay, well, let me think of the schedule. We have Bailey Zappi. We have Aiden O'Connell. We have Easton Stick.
Jake Browning.
Is that the last 4 games for them?
It's the last 4 games for the Chiefs, and they're losing one of them. And that's all they need to do. Because if the Broncos win out, Chiefs lose 1, same record, the Broncos will go on because they have the head-to-head against them.
I thought it was going by division. Doesn't it go by conference record?
Oh, maybe, actually. I don't know. But at the end of the day, got to have a lot of confidence in this Denver Broncos, feisty Denver Broncos team. Let's go. Chiefs.
This isn't really a hot take. I just want to say it because I feel it. Dak's going to win the MVP, and the Dallas Cowboys are going to make a conference championship game, which they haven't done in 27 years. So that's my hot takes. I've never seen a conference championship game, so I'm not going to say Super Bowl because my dream is to just have a chance to make the Super Bowl. I'm not going to be picky. I think they can run through the NFC, and if they get on the opposite side of the 49ers. So that's my hot take. I think.
So what was the Descott? Was that the divisional or was that the conference championship?
What'd you say?
The Descott, because that was in the playoffs, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was against the Packers, right?
Yeah, was it?
I don't think that was conference champ.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen a conference champ game.
Oof. Hey,
I don't think I've ever seen one in my life. So yeah, that sucks for me. But we're done with hot takes. We're gonna get into these bowl games. We're gonna start in college football. We're going to be looking at the Myrtle Beach Bowl first. It's going to be Georgia Southern -3.5 going up against Ohio. Trey, you want to start for this game?
Oh my God, the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Is there even a better bowl game
No.
to start out college football bowl season with? I mean, come on, it's just going to be awesome. But this game might be a stinker. Give me Georgia Southern here, -2.5 in this game. Ohio, they got decimated by opt-outs and transfer portal people. They're going to be without my favorite player, Curtis Rourke, who's an absolute dog. He's going to be out for this game. In my opinion, that's going to make Georgia Southern win this game. Yes, Georgia Southern, they're going to be without their top rusher, but they still have Davis Brennan. Basically, that's all you need to know for this Georgia Southern team. So give me them -2.5. And player prop wise, I'm going to go with Sam Wiglucks with Ohio wide receiver, star wide receiver, backup quarterback. He's going to be looking his way significantly throughout this game.
Nate, who do you like in this game?
I'm gonna go the same way, and I did a little type up. I hate when books do this. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm not too familiar with opt outs and stuff like that, so that definitely changes a lot of these games, and it could change from now until the actual bowl games. But obviously, Ohio is the better team. Like, they've been playing. I think they've had better comp or whatever the case is, but Georgia Southern is favored, and they lost their last like 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
and it's crazy to see stuff like that, but the books know something we don't, which is crazy because this could probably be a letdown spot, but I don't think so. I'm gonna go with Georgia Southern. I feel like their conference is a little tougher, and I feel like I don't know. I think Georgia Southern is the right place to be.
Yeah, we're going to sweep here. I'm going to take Georgia Southern also -2.5. I will mention what Nate just said. The last time Georgia Southern won was a month and a half ago. They beat Georgia State 44-27, and the last 4 games, they've lost them all outright. They've lost against the spread in the last 4. It doesn't matter, though, because Rourke's gone, the starting running back's gone, the 2 best wide receivers for Ohio are gone in the transfer portal. We're going to see Georgia Southern win this one by a couple touchdowns. Trey, what was your player prop so I don't take the same one?
Mine was Sam Wiglucks, the star white wide receiver, the guy that's just the slotty, hardworking, lunch pail, come to practice early, leave practice late type of guy. You know,
He's a Julian Edelman, Wes Welker kind of guy. I'm going to take Davis Brin for Georgia Southern to go over his passing yards for my player prop for the video over there. I think Georgia Southern is going to dominate in this game against Ohio. A couple touchdown game for Georgia Southern. But let's move on to our next game. It is going to be Jacksonville State -3.5 going up against Louisiana, the New Orleans Bowl. Nate, you want to start with this one?
Jacksonville State versus Louisiana. I said, give me Louisiana. I think that I'm totally confused by this game. I feel like it's gonna come down to opt-outs. It's gonna come down to who decides to play, who's transferring, all that good stuff. But what I do know from right now, I don't know. Y'all could probably tell me if I'm wrong. Zion Chris, who's the quarterback for Louisiana, if he does play, he is the better quarterback. And if I'm going to pick a stinker game, I'm going to go with the better quarterback to win the game when it really matters. So that's who I'm going to go with. Unless y'all tell me something different now, I'll probably flip. But give me +2.5 with Louisiana.
Trey? Wait, the line moved to 2.5?
it's at 2.5 right now.
Okay,
What was it at
okay.
earlier?
All right, go ahead, Trey.
What was it at earlier?
I have 3.5 for Jacksonville
Well,
State.
makes me love it even more. Give me Jacksonville State -2.5. I am sorry, Nate, but I gotta do it. Jacksonville State, they're not even supposed to be here. They weren't even bowl eligible if you look at the NCAA guidelines, because they were an FCS team and just moved up this year, first year in FBS. So that's really awesome for them that they're bowl eligible. And so they have something to play for. Yes, Louisiana Lafayette, they're a good team. They have something to play for as well. But this Jacksonville State team has a chip on their shoulder. And I know Nate did say that Zion Chris, he is kind of questionable for this game. But I'm going to be leaning towards him probably being out, because if he's questionable after not playing for 3 weeks of layoff, I don't know if he's going to be playing in this game. And Lafayette's defense is just no bueno. Almost allowed 30 points per game this season. So give me Jacksonville State here. And for player prop wise, give me Zion Webb, quarterback for Jacksonville State, over his rushing yards. He's hit triple digits in 3 out of his last 5 games.
Yeah, Trey, that is perfect what you said. I was going to take Zion Webb over his rushing yards as well. I'm also going to take Jacksonville State -2.5. You said basically everything I was going to say. This is basically JMU this season. JMU made a bowl game as well. Jacksonville State made a game. I think they dominate Louisiana here. Also, Louisiana is going to be missing their best linebacker, Kendra Grant. He's the best player on that defense. He played over 600 snaps this season. He leads the team in tackles. That's going to be a big problem in the middle of the field. I like Jacksonville State here, big, -2.5 is the play. And Zion Webb over rushing. We're going to agree with that one. But Trey, Let's go on to our next game. It's going to be App State. They're going to be -6.5 going up against Maction team Miami, Ohio, and the Cure Bowl, Orlando, Florida. Who do you like, Trey?
I'm depressed. Give me
Yeah,
Appalachian State -6.5. I don't want to do it. You guys, if you're avid Bear Pack watchers, you know I love Maction and I love Miami, Ohio. I really want to take him here. I love the Mac, but I got to take Appalachian State. Miami, Ohio, they are down to their backup quarterback here, and he just hit the quarter, and their starter just hit the transfer portal, so they're going to be with an inexperienced quarterback. They haven't even named a starter. Both of their backups are inexperienced. One is a true freshman. One's a transfer quarterback who played at Colorado in his past, but he just didn't look good. Deion Sanders didn't want him, apparently. I expect Appalachian State to be able to win this game by a touchdown here pretty easily. So give me Appalachian State. What's up, Tyler? And then on my player prop, it's going to be Rashad Amos over 84.5 rush yards. Backup quarterback here for Miami, Ohio. They're going to have to run the ball a ton. Amos, he's averaging almost 100 yards per game over his last 5.
Yeah, I will say, Nate, before you go, the big news here, the transfer portal, Avion Smith, that's Miami, Ohio starting quarterback. He's gone. He's not going to be playing in this game. I think Trey
he was a backup quarterback. There was Blaine Gabbert.
Gabbert's not playing, though. He's hurt.
And now he got hurt.
He's hurt.
Quarterback Smith comes in. He transfers. So they're down to their third stringer now.
And I will say the third stringer, he hasn't thrown a pass since 2022. So he threw one pass this season, all season long. Nate, who do you like in this game?
It's crazy. Give me Miami. No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
I also had Appalachian State, even without knowing the news. Literally, this game. Personally, I don't like the points. If I could, I would just do like a money line pair or something. But I know we don't like to give our lines that high, that juice. So if you could pair with something that you really like, I definitely say this is a parlay piece. But I mean, if I had to pick -6.5, I put down, it comes down to picking like the better of the two conferences. Like without knowing that information, the Sun Belt, give me that 20 times out of 10 over Mid-American. Mid-American is just absolutely poop. I mean, besides their two teams.
If you could just snippet mine and Bear's reactions to that, that'd be awesome.
Oh, you a Mid-American kind of guy?
I mean, it's my favorite conference.
Well,
it's not. No,
Middle America.
I know what you're talking about. It's not a good conference, but it's the best conference to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's just fun.
No, I don't know what you mean.
It's just fun football over there.
Yeah, they just run around, don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
I mean, outside of Miami, Ohio, and Toledo, everything else is just like we got them on their schedule. It's time to beat up and time to pass that. So that's what I went with, and I'm happy y'all told me that news. So even I like that pick even more.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you guys here. App State -6. The only way I think Miami, Ohio covers is if the defense pitches a shutout, and I don't think that's going to happen. Probably going to be a really good game in the first quarter, maybe first half, but I think the defense is going to wear down. App State's going to make some big plays. The only people I see in the transfer portal are Noel and Davis, a receiver for App State, that are going to mean anything in this game. But I'm going to take Caden Robinson of App State, the best receiver on the team, to go over his receiving yards. Again, Miami, Ohio, they're probably going to play really good defense. They have a great defense over there in the MAC. But again, I think they're just going to give up in the second half, and App State's going to take this one by at least a touchdown. Give me App State -6 as the play, Trey. And Nate, let's move on to our next game. It's going to be New Mexico State going up against Fresno State, the New Mexico Bowl in Albuquerque, New Mexico. New Mexico State's -3.5. This is a site play, and I am very high on one side. You guys are going to have to check that out, bearsprofitplays.com on our website. Trey, I'll have you start with this one.
Yeah, the fact that it's in New Mexico makes me love it even more. Give me New Mexico State here -3.5. I don't want to give anything away because Bear could always surprise people, but me and Bear, we are huge backers of New Mexico State this season. They've been playing some feisty football, and they have a bunch of Pitt State guys on their team coaching them up. And me and Bear, both graduates from Pittsburgh State University, so we'd love to see that. And Fresno State, they ended their season very sour, losing 4 straight games by an average score of 33-18. So we're not even playing competitive football. I expect Diego Pavia to leave his impact in this game throughout. The guy's just a stud. So I'm going to be pairing that with Diego Pavia over 48.5 rush yards as well. Pavia, he's a workhorse, and he's averaging well over this number over his last 5.
Nate, who do you like in this game?
Interestingly enough, I don't feel like every favorite is going to win. And this is one I'm just going to have to fade. I'm going Fresno State +3.5. No money line. Just +3.5. What I got is that, listen, y'all can tell me about what happened this season. Y'all can tell me about the opt-outs. Y'all can tell me about all that. I'm a trendy better. And lifetime in this matchup, New Mexico State is 1-7 against Fresno State.
True.
I'm going to take those odds. I think that they're going to keep the shellacking going, and I'm going to stay with Fresno State plus 3.5. If you want to feel bold with the money line, I don't. I think it'll probably come down to a field goal. Maybe they win outright, but shellacking keep on going 1-7. I'm counting on that.
All right, you guys are split on that game. We're going to move on to UCLA going up against Boise State, the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl. We need to work on these bowl name games. I feel like we can come up with something better than this. UCLA minus 4.5. This is a member play for me on YouTube, so I'm not going to be able to talk about this one. I am going to give a player prop after these guys break it down. Trey, how do you start?
Well, they did fix the name. It's not the Jimmy Kimmel one now. Do you know who's hosting it this year?
LA.
Jimmy
Rob
Fallon?
Gronkowski. It's the Rob Gronkowski LA Bowl. So he's
works.
hosting it this year. They said, give me Jimmy Kimmel off of here. Wait, you're a Patriots fan, Nate? Why the thumbs down?
I don't know. I just don't like the sound of that Rob Gronkowski Bowl. Like, it's just let's just.
We're getting lazy with the names.
Yeah, like
we're just naming people at this point. Give us a good name.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Hey,
Trey.
I mean, that's why I love the Myrtle Beach Bowl. It's so fun to say. Comes right off the tongue. But for this game, it's in LA. Give me UCLA here minus 5.5 in this game. Boise State, they are coming off an absolute massive win in the Mountain West Championship game, but I just have a lot more confidence in UCLA here. Boise State, they lost their starting quarterback, Taylon Green, to the transfer portal. I'm very excited to see where he ends up, but that's just not a good formula for a victory because they're going to be running out a true freshman starting quarterback. And for UCLA, we all know Dante Moore, he's in the transfer portal, but it doesn't even really impact this team because to finish the second half of the season, Ethan Garbers was their starting quarterback, and he played a lot of games, and he was winning them games, losing them games, but he at least has some experience, unlike the Boise State quarterback. So give me UCLA to win big here in this game. And for player prop-wise, I'm going to give out Boise State's running back, Austin Jeanty, in this game, over 82.5 rush yards. Jeanty, he's just a freaking stud. Had him on my college football fantasy team, and he put Boise State on his back. He scores touchdown. He rushes for yards. Over his last 5 games, he's averaging over 122, which is way over this number. So I love both those plays.
Yeah, Trey, I also like that player prop because Boise State this season, 217 yards per game on the ground. They have a quarterback in there that hasn't thrown a ball this season. Also, UCLA is going to be without Latua, their edge rusher. He's an NFL prospect. He's probably going to be a top 5 pick. So, Nate, before you give your pick, I do want to say the transfer portal people leaving. So you have some idea. Latua is going to be for the NFL draft. He didn't transfer. Cam Brown, one of the better wide receivers for UCLA, gone. Dante Moore doesn't really matter because they got Garber. The starting tight end is going to be gone. And then for Boise State, Trey said it, their starting quarterback, the leader of the team, Taylon Green's gone, and their best receiver, Eric McAllister, is also gone. So I'll give you your pick now.
Okay, I just want people in the comments and the viewers to know that, like, the reason I don't pay too much attention to props because I'm from New York. New York doesn't offer college props just yet. I don't know if they're going to do in the future. I hope they do. So now I can start. I'm not really a college prop kind of guy. I like the NFL, NBA. Let me see you when you make it to the big stage. I'm be working in T-Mobile in the next couple months. But with that, I feel like it's a narrative, and like the fact that it's called Rob Gronkowski or Jimmy Kimmel, like this is a money bowl. There is no way I see an Idaho team coming into LA and leaving as champions. It just makes no sense. You're gonna have to give it to the UCLA team. So just that narrative alone, I feel like I wouldn't do the minus 5.5 because I do think, I mean, obviously they lost their leader, their quarterback, but I still think there's an avenue where the Boise State cover. But I'm going to take minus 5.5 for UCLA. Again, I just follow the narrative. UCLA is playing in LA. Why would they lose this game? If they do, that is the stinkiest stinker of all the bowl games. I don't care who loses what. That would be insane.
I say I don't hate. Nate said this earlier. He didn't like the spread for Appalachian State. Maybe a moneyline parlay for UCLA and App State. It should be close to even money. I actually kind of really love that parlay.
All right, last game in college football before we go to the 3 NFL games. It's going to be Texas Tech minus 3 going up against California. The Independence Bowl in, where is this at? Shreveport. Texas Tech minus 3. Trey, start us off.
Independence Bowl, probably in the great state of Texas. That's just my guess from that name of the bowl game, but I don't think it's going to matter here. Actually, YouTube member play. So if you want to go check out my game pick for this and a player prop wise, I gave out a game pick and player prop on our YouTube members. Almost gave it away for you guys. Just go to our YouTube channel, click that join button, and you'll see my pick.
Nate, let's see your pick.
We almost had you. One thing I want to say too is if colleges know year in and year out, at the end of the year, you may not have a player because they leave for the portal or whatever. why not play your backup or third string during the season when you're up big or when you're down big? Like, why not just give them those reps?
Because
Or maybe just not have the transfer portal open during the season. That's
I like that. I like that one better because the young players, like you said, get them some reps. I think if they play a certain snap count or a certain amount of games, they can't redshirt, right?
Yep.
They have to take
It
that
has to
year
be
as
less than 3
eligibility.
games.
Okay.
So that's probably why you don't see a lot of these teams going with the backups late in the season. But yeah,
Got you. Honestly, this is gonna be the simplest explanation. Texas Tech. I'm gonna take a money line, take a -3.5. I just like them. I think they're the better team. I really don't have a full write up on here. It's funny because I was looking at the Howard game. I'm not sure if y'all gonna pull that up. I have a pick for that one, but if not, whatever. Give me Texas Tech here. I mean, pretty sweet, simple. I think they blow the doors off of them.
yeah, I'm gonna take California here, the +3. I think they win this game outright. Texas Tech, they've got a laundry list of people not playing in this game. So does California, but I feel like the California guys aren't as effective as the Texas Tech players. California, I think they're just going to run the ball the entire game. They're going to win this one. I'm going to take the +3.5. They've also won 3 straight games coming out of the season. They covered against the spread in all 3 of those games. They beat UCLA and Washington State, 2 games they probably should have lost in. And then they took care of business against Stanford. Texas Tech, they just got their ass kicked by Texas, 57-7. I don't know. Just feels like California with the points. Feels like neither of these teams should be favored, so I'm just going to take the points. I'm going to take Ott over his rushing yards in this game for California. He's a stud on the ground, so give me his rushing yards over and give me California +3.5. Trey and Nate, let's get into some NFL football action for Saturday. Little weird slate. We have 3 Saturday games in the NFL. We're going to start with the noon game. It's going to be the Vikings going up against the Bengals. The Bengals -3 at home, over under 40.5 points. Trey, who do you like?
Yeah, it even went down a half point. I was at -3.5 earlier. I'm going to buy a half point, take the Bengals here at -2.5. It's very expensive to buy that half point. So if you don't want to do that, just take them here -3. The Vikings, they're starting Nick Mullins here in this game. I have no confidence in his ability to move the ball down the field. He's just not a good pro. And then compound that with Alexander Madison being ruled out in this game for the Vikings and Justin Jefferson being questionable. He had to take a quick trip to the hospital. He's probably going to play for this game, but in my opinion, he's not going to be at full strength. I just have a lot of confidence here with the Bengals here at home. Jake Browning, he's looked more than capable to get his playmakers the ball, and that should happen consistently through this game. So I'm going to take the Bengals at -2.5. And player prop-wise, I'm going to take Jamar Chase over his receiving yards, whatever it comes out at. I expect Chase to get the Adams treatment that he got on Thursday night. Adams, he almost finished with 100 receiving yards in that game. Basically, every pass was going his way, and I expect the same thing for Jamar Chase throughout this game.
Yeah, 2 things before, Nate, you go. 1, Justin Jefferson is 100% playing. I got the inside scoop on Tuesday. He was shopping, Christmas shopping with the kids. He said, one of the kids said, "Are you going to play this weekend, Mr. Jefferson?" He said, "Yes, son, I'm going to be playing." So he is going to be on the field Sunday. I don't know if he's going to be 100%, but he's going to be on the field or Saturday. But Nate, I'm going to let you give a pick, and I'm going to give my pick.
Give me Bama. No, I don't. This game stinks. Like if I could pick them both to lose, I would. But obviously, I would have to go with the Cincinnati Bengals. Like you said, I can't trust Nick Mullins to move a ball. And Jake Browning looking like he's becoming his own little star. I feel like this is going to be a letdown game. But I'm not willing to bet it. I'm just going to do Bengals -3 if I had to pick. And then for my prop, I'm going to go over Joe Mixon receiving yards. I don't know why it's still down at 26.5. Last 4 weeks, he has been over 40 for sure, and he's always the check down option. And he's been making good use of these targets and these receptions. Like, I don't understand how you can see a backup quarterback is in and not press over on the running backs receiving yards. Sorry. So I'm gonna go Bengals. I'd rather just do money line, but I guess I'll take Bengals -3.5 and give me Joe Mixon over receiving yards.
Yeah, Joe Mixon's been tearing it up receiving. I feel like he's gotten that on the first drive in some of these games. But I think this is a trap game for the Bengals. This is kind of a loser leaves town game. I mean, both teams are sitting at 7-6. So whoever wins has a really good chance to make the playoffs. Whoever loses is basically out. I'm going to take the Vikings with the points. I don't think either team should be favored. 3.5 feels weird with Nick Mullins. I feel like Cincinnati should be like 6.5, 7 even maybe, especially the way they've been playing. Justin Jefferson back. I like TJ Hawkinson in this game with Nick Mullins. They've got a good connection. I like him to go over his receiving yards, over his catches. Nick Mullins' security blanket is TJ Hawkinson, so that's going to work in this game. Yeah, just a bad game on a Saturday. I mean, I'm happy we have the NFL, but I really don't want to watch that game. I want to watch the bowl game. So let's move on to the next game. This one I'm going to watch because this one's going to be interesting. We're going to see what both these teams are made of. The Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the Colts. The Colts -1.5. The over/under is 42.5. Nate, you want to start us off here?
I don't even think. Hold on, I'm just checking real quick. I don't think I want to go with a side. Let me see. I'm trying to see what the totals are for both teams. Steelers is at 20.5, and the Colts are at 21.5. Oh, the Steelers being at 20.5 seems like a trap. Like, I feel like you have to take the over, just like the Patriots the other day being at 16.5. The Raiders just took them under 18.5. They scored 63. So I feel like Steelers, whose offense freaking sucks, at 20.5, I'm gonna have to take that over. If it's a trap, call me a rat. I'm gonna get caught. I'm gonna take the Steelers over 20.5. I feel like maybe they figure something out. They realize, listen, they're a very beatable team. I'm not sure if they come out with the win, but at least they try, some efforts, get their offense rolling. Hopefully their receivers get it together, because I don't know what these dudes got going on. I don't know what attitudes came into them.
Horrible attitude.
Yeah, they need to relax, catch some touchdowns, feel happy, do some dances. Like I said, I don't really care if they win the game, but 3 touchdowns, I mean, that seems pretty reasonable to me. So give me that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are blaming Mitch Trubisky, and I think that's not right because they've scored 18 points and 10 points. And I mean, that's bad, but that's how the Steelers have been all season long. They've allowed 24 points and 21 points to the Cardinals and the Patriots. So the defense is at fault here. I think the defense picks it up here. I'm going to take the Steelers plus the 1.5. Don't shake your head at me. And I'm going to take the under in the game, under for the Colts total. So 3 plays for me, Pittsburgh Steelers plus 1.5. Under for the entire game and under for the Colts team total.
I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, if I'm hearing what's coming out of your guys' mouths, I don't even know if you guys have watched a single Steelers game, especially the last one.
Defense sucks.
He looked terrible. He was getting booed after every.
No. Wait a minute. He's bad, but I don't think the leap from Kenny Pickett to Mitch is that significant. Like, it's not that far apart, right?
No, and I think that's more of an outlier on what Kenny Pickett is and what Mitch Trubisky is.
I mean, the defense has allowed 45 points to the Patriots and the Cardinals.
And we also watched the Raiders. We didn't think they was going to put up 63. The NFL is getting confusing at this. If it's not marquee games.
But it's hard to just look at the box score and say, okay, the Steelers allowed 30 points to the whatever. It's very hard whenever they have to be out on the field every other minute. It's just 3 and outs for the Steelers team. That's why my game pick is going to be the Indianapolis Colts here on the money line -125. I just don't have confidence in the Steelers offense. They don't look like a playoff team. Meanwhile, this Colts team, they're playing competitive football, and that's going to continue in this game. I probably would have took just whichever team is at home here because there's not very much difference between these two teams here, in my opinion. But with the Colts being at home, I just have a lot more confidence in them. And I have to have a lot more confidence in Gardner Minshew than Mitch Trubisky or Mason Rudolph, whoever the Steelers end up throwing out there at quarterback. I have a lot more confidence in this Colts team. They look a lot more connected than this Steelers team. Big Ben came out and said that I don't know what this Steelers team is. They don't know what it's like to wear the black and gold. They don't know what it is to be a Steeler. I guess I didn't pass that down to Kenny Pickett. And, Mike Tomlin did not like that. He voiced his displeasure at a press conference. There's a lot going on in that building. Give me the Colts here. And then player prop wise, I'm going to go with Allen Robinson under 14.5 receiving yards. I really love this under. It's very low, but Robinson, he's only caught 10 balls on the road this season. He'll be very lucky to catch one. He plays primarily in the slot, and that's where he's going to get matched up with Kenny Moore. So he's not going to catch a ball in this game. So I love the Colts, and I love Allen Robinson under. And guys, Steelers suck. I'm sorry.
They allowed 303 to the Patriots and 289 to the Cardinals. Total yards on defense. Is that
okay? Now look at the time. Like, I don't even know. I could be very wrong, but I could easily say look at the time of possession. I don't know what the time of possession is in that game, but I would have to assume that the Steelers did not have the ball very long in that game.
Okay. I don't know if this is going to be a prop on Prize Picks, but if it is for the people watching, I'm going to take Gardner Minshew to throw an interception in this game. And I'm going to take Mitch Trubisky to throw an interception in this game. So I just – again, this game's going to be decent, I think, but both these quarterbacks aren't great. Gardner Minshew is definitely a backup quarterback. He's He's taken too much time in the regular season as a starter, so I think he's due for an interception in this game. But
Well,
Trey,
both of those players are minus 140 for you. So
oh my
Yeah.
god,
I think that's a
dude.
perfect parlay right there. Honestly, parlay both those minus 140, and it's a great cash.
That's actually insane that they're both minus 140.
I want to add that I like that interception. Mitchell Trubisky only, though, because I want to do over on Gardner Minshew's passing yards. I feel like if they're going to try to play any type of good game, Steelers defense is pretty rock solid, but like I said with the Bailey Steelers D. Like I said with Bailey Zappi. Whoa, what did I just say? Like I said with Bailey Zappi, every quarterback has gone over pretty much 200 yards on the Steelers defense, and Gardner Minshew knows how to throw that ball. So I'm gonna give him over, and I love Mitchell Trubisky one interception. I think he throws that on like the third drive of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Minshew does sling it around, but again, a Saturday game that we'd probably rather be watching college football, but it is what it is. This is going to be a good game. The game of the day, probably Saturday night. The Denver Broncos going on the road to take on the Lions. The Lions have not looked great. The Broncos are red hot. Nate, what do you think in this game?
I love the analysis earlier when you was talking about how the Broncos going to win out, but this game right here is why it's plus 1,100. Lions are home. I gotta take the Lions minus 4.5. Like I feel like if it was a chance for Russell Wilson to surprise people, it'll be at 3.5. I'll probably go with you, but 4.5. Jared Goff is at home. They've been so trash. They're coming off like 2 bad losses. I'm not sure if they lost their last. I know they lost to the Bears very bad.
And the Packers.
2 last games, right? Yeah.
Packers, Bears, yeah.
No way they lose a third game. They lost to 2 divisional rivals at that. I think people are kind of getting a little confused. Lions are a top team in the NFC still. Even though I don't think they're going to make it very far, they still are a top team. Let's give them the respect that they deserve. I think this is the game right here why it's plus 1,100. I think the Broncos went out after this, but this game at home, no weather, Jared Goff is in his prime. And then give me over in Jared Goff yards too, honestly.
Yeah, Trey might be onto something with this plus 1,100. I mean, if they get past this game, they've got the Patriots, the Chargers, and the Raiders. So that might be 3 straight wins for them. Chiefs need to drop one, but it's very possible with the way the Chiefs are playing. Trey, who do you like in this game?
Yeah, I really love the Broncos here in this game. It even went down a point, so it looks like the people are betting on the Broncos because it was at 5.5 earlier. I'm going to take them here at 4.5. I love the Broncos in this game. I'm going to be taking them personally straight up. I love that we're getting points. This Lions team, they just look terrible at the moment. And the Broncos, they beat the Lions in 3 straight matchups. So historically, they own the Lions, and I do think it's going to continue here. Sean Payton has his boys buzzing. They have won 6 out of the last 7 games. Make it 8 out of the last 9 here in this game. I think they're going to look really good. This Denver Broncos offense isn't world beating, but they don't turn the ball over, and their defense forces you to just nickel and dime down the field. And I don't know if Jared Goff is capable of nickel and diming because he'll throw an interception before he throws a check down. So I love the Broncos here plus 4.5. And player prop wise, I'm going to take David Montgomery anytime touchdown score. It is at minus 130. I love Montgomery in this game. He's been scoring touchdowns all season, and this Broncos team, I love them here in the game pick, but their rush defense is very bad, worst in the NFL. So we have to expect Monty to find the end zone in this game.
Yeah, this is a site play for me, so I'm not going to give it out. If you guys want to see that, Bears 5 Plays is our website, but I will give a player prop. I'm going to go Javonte Williams over. I feel like this is really low, 54.5 rushing yards. I mean, have we watched the Lions defense over the last 3 games? This should be easy. The Broncos love to establish a run game. I feel like that's a lock over 54.5 as a player prop. But that is going to do it, guys, for our NFL plays. We do have the dog of the week and a parlay lock. Now, let's do the dog of the week first, Trey. Nate, if you want to get a dog of the week, you are more than happy to. But Trey, I'll have you start. Nate, if you want to give one out, just go on the slate for Saturday or Sunday and pick an underdog that you think is going to win outright. But Trey, I'll have you start.
Yeah, and I gave out a winner last time, conference championship games. I gave out Bama +5. They won that. So add another notch on the win column. I'm slowly but surely, I have a 10-point lead on Bear as the season is coming to an end. So I need to just secure the victory for the Dog of the Weekend championship belt. But for this weekend, I'm going with the Denver Broncos here +5. Like I said, it was at 4.5 earlier. It's at 3.5, so I guess it's +4. So I love the Broncos here to win this game straight up. They're on the road, but the Lions, they're not playing inspiring football. I'm not scared of the Broncos having to travel. So I love the Broncos.
Yeah, and the only reason I'm going with this dog of the week is because mainly they're +9. I need to make up some ground, but I want to talk about Zach Wilson. 2 weeks ago, I said I was off the Zach Wilson train. They benched him, blah, blah, blah. Tim Boyle, Trevor Siemian. Zach Wilson's back. He's back to being a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. He beat the Houston Texans 30-6 last week. I don't think he missed a pass in that game. He looked really good. The defense is flying around. By the way, guys, the Jets had dropped 4 consecutive games. They'd lost against the spread in 4 consecutive games. They beat the absolute piss out of that Houston Texans team. Dolphins coming into this game after that really bad loss to Tennessee. I think the Dolphins are frauds. They haven't beat a team over 500 this season. They're basically the Cowboys, what the Cowboys were in Week 10. Give me the Jets here to win outright. I think they do it. Nate, do you like anybody for Dog of the Week?
Yes, I do. I have 2 honorable mentions, though. Seahawks, mainly because of the spread. If you're getting 3 to the Eagles, I feel like there's something going on there. The Eagles don't suck that bad.
Oh, no, they suck.
Yeah, they
suck. Right the first time.
But they played the 2 top teams in the NFC. Like, they're going to bounce back. Jalen Hurts, what I've seen about that man, I don't know about the team, but that man, he is a winner. I don't know what he's going through injury-wise. I don't know what he's going through mindset-wise. He's a winner. And when he wants to win, he will win a game. But that's just an honorable mention. Another one is the Cowboys. I mean, I don't want to bet on the Cowboys.
Why?
I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like Cowboy fans. I don't like
the Cowboys a dog this weekend?
Yeah, they're dogs. To the Bills at home, Bill Mafia. I think the Bills pull that out.
I mean, have we not watched the Buffalo Bills play football?
Did you hear Josh Allen's message?
I mean, I'm going to take Dallas money line for $1,000 this weekend.
Wow. Josh Allen's message to Bill Mafia, he said, I want it to be loud in there. I want y'all to make sure that they don't win that game. I think they're going to come out. I think their fans will win that game for them, honestly.
I mean, Dak Prescott's the MVP this season. He's going to dominate that game.
He sucks on the road, too. Come on.
It has been such a 360 degree for Bear on the Cowboys. I love to see it.
Listen, the heart's back on the sleeve, baby. I'm gonna get hurt, and I know it, and I'm ready for it. This is what football's all about. We're at the end of the season. I gotta have faith in something. So I am all in on the Dallas Cowboys. Let's go to the parlay lock, Nate. If you want to give out a parlay lock,
I had a pick.
Oh, I thought you gave out Dallas and Seattle.
No, those are my
okay. Oh, honorable mention. Okay, go ahead.
I think he might have froze up a little bit. Oh, the books did not want him to give out his real bet.
Look at the face, though. You know he was going to go in for that dog of the week. I mean, look at him.
He was going to go in. He was going to go in.
He looks like he wanted it to. Damn. All right, well, let's go to the parlay lock while he tries to get back in here. Trey, how you start off?
Poor Nate. He was really, really wanting to go in. All right, there he is, Nate. Nate, what is your what is your dog of the week?
What was that?
The internet was not wanting you to give out that lock. I'm gonna say
I don't know if the server was ready for the pick. That's what it was. I think. I don't know.
Well, so I said I had the Panthers. I feel like Falcons suck on the road. They only won like their one last away game on the road, and the fact that the 1-12 Panthers are only -3 favorites. I have to go with that. I think that's what it is. The Panthers have nothing to tank for. If we being honest, their pick is going to another team. Their pick is going to the Bears. So I think they're going to pull it out. I think Bryce Young shows that he's the number 1 pick for 1 week and 1 week only. They're going to finish 2-15, but this is the week they get a win. They're going to soil the Falcons' hopes and even add more dirt to why the NFC South should not even have a playoff team.
I kind of agree with him. Trey, you like that pick? I think the Panthers actually might win.
I love Artie Smith. It's hard for me to fade the mustache, but I do love the pick there. I hope the Falcons win just because I want to see the Falcons young team in the playoffs over the Saints and over the Bucks. So I hope that the Falcons win, but I think that is the smart play right there for Nate.
Yeah, Panthers are very frisky, so I do like that play. Let's go to the parlay lock. Nate, again, you can give out a pick here, but Trey's going to start.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with college football game. Give me Georgia Southern here, -2.5. I just have so much confidence in him to beat Ohio here. Ohio, they were my starling girl at the dance. I loved seeing, Curtis Rourke, tap dance his way around a pocket, but he transferred. I'm excited to see who picks him up, but he's not going to be in this game. So Georgia Southern is going to toot to a victory.
Yeah, my lock of the week is going to be App State -6.5. I really don't want to do it going up against my MAC team, Miami, Ohio, but they don't have any quarterback. They're going to put a true freshman in there who hasn't thrown the ball this season. The defense can only do so much. App State's got basically the entire team there. They're going to have enough offensive firepower here to get this done. A 6.5-point spread's nothing for a Miami, Ohio team that might not be able to score. So give me App State for a touchdown. Also, App State, they're coming into this game red hot. They've won 4 of their last 5. They covered the spread in 4 straight. So give me App State minus 6.5 to win by a touchdown. Nate, you like anybody for a lock of the week?
Yeah. Question:
Okay.
Does it have to be college and does it have to be spread?
It can be anything. NFL, NBA, anything.
I don't want to mess up y'all locks, but I feel like this has to be added. The Chiefs team total over 22.5.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes and them boys are going to be on fire. Yeah, I'm a Patriots fan, but they're going to be on fire, and they're going to want to destroy the Patriots. I think the Patriots are home, too. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Are you worried about Bill Belichick putting 11 guys on Travis Kelce and daring everyone else to beat him?
You know he's going to do that, too. Like, that's
definitely going to do that. Move. But I think for 1 week and 1 week only, we have 0 drops from the screenshot this, screen record this. I think we have 0 drops from the Kansas City wide receivers this week. I think they're going to come out with a vengeance. And I've been seeing that this week. Everybody that's got called out on sports shows have been showing out. Klay Thompson, I seen he dropped 30 after Stephen A. Smith went nuts on him. I think Kadarius Toney has a career game for 1 week and 1 week only. Him, Rashee Rice, insane.
I'm going to counterpunch, Nate. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I don't think Toney sees the field. I don't think the Chiefs put him on the field. Yeah, would you?
I wouldn't.
They got nobody else. They have nobody else. We're going to throw out there Justin Watson.
1. 2, he's an explosive player. He's not all there upstairs. But if you hand him the ball off, you're just 2-yard pitch and shovel pass it to him. He's going to do something. Let's be for real. And that lateral pass, if that didn't get called back, I don't know if y'all watched that live. That was so amazing. Like,
it was so smooth. It sucks the play got called back, but it was obviously the worst offsides call I've ever seen in my life. Toney was so far in front of the ball. But all right, that is a lock. We have trivia now, Nate. It's going to be for $50 for you. You've got 2 lifelines. I'm going to explain the rules real quick. These are the easy rounds. We have medium rounds and hard rounds. You have a 50-50, which means we're going to take away 2 answers. And you have a revive. That means you can guess, get it wrong, and then we can go on to the next question. All right? Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you got $50 on the line.
Again, these are pretty easy questions to start, but I think a couple might slip you up towards the end.
Wait, I'm sorry. One more time. What are my little lifeline options?
You've got a 50-50, which means we'll take away 2 incorrect answers.
Okay.
And you've got a revive, which means you can guess, get it wrong, and we'll go over to the next question. It won't hurt you at all.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, for $50. So basically, you can miss a question, get the rest right, and you can win $50. All right.
Come on, comments, help me out.
All right, here we go. Trey, go. I mean, these are easy questions.
All right, boys. Let's start it off with round 1, question 1. Bear's favorite question: what is or who is the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys?
Last time I checked, it was Jerry Jones, right? No, Dak Prescott.
That's correct. We're looking for Dakota. No, I'm just kidding. That's correct. Dak Prescott is the correct answer. Let's go on to the second question.
Hey, if it was Jerry's choice, he'd be out there. What team lost in the Super Bowl to the Kansas City Chiefs last year? A, the Dallas Cowboys, B, the Philadelphia Eagles, C, the San Francisco 49ers, or D, the Los Angeles Rams?
See, I asked you guys for easy questions and y'all delivered. I appreciate y'all. B, Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, and you notice I slipped in the capital L there for the Eagles because they suck. Let's go on to the next question here, Nate.
Hey, they're going to slowly start to turn up here. We'll test your baseball knowledge. Which team won the World Series last season just a couple months ago? A, the Philadelphia Phillies, B, the Arizona Diamondbacks, C, the Los Angeles Dodgers, or D, the Texas Rangers?
If you asked me this 2 years ago, I wouldn't have known, but it's going to be D, the Rangers.
Very good. All right.
They made
We're
me
out of
some
questions. It's gonna heat up just a little bit here in the next round. Trey, go ahead.
I'm scared.
Which MLB pitcher killed a bird during a delivery of a pitch? A, Cy Young, B, Bartolo Colon, C, Greg Maddux, or D, Randy Johnson?
Look, I'm already out. Wait, so if I get one wrong, I'm out?
If you get one wrong, we'll revive and you can go on to the next question.
You've seen this video.
You have.
A pitcher threw a pitch and absolutely blew up a bird. It's an old video, but it's out there.
No, it's an old video. My thing is, like, I feel like it should be the easy answer, but I know it's not the easy answer. I feel like it would be Cy Young, but that's not my answer.
Okay.
I think it's going to be – watch it be Cy Young.
You also have 50-50. So we can take away 2 incorrect.
You don't want to use the 50.
Yeah, I don't
want
use
to use your lifelines.
It's early. Let's go with. Damn, I might have to use a lifeline. Give me Maddox.
No.
Oh, damn. It is incorrect. The correct answer is Randy Johnson.
What? I thought I was a football player.
That's the unit. That's Randy.
That's
the unit.
All right. Hey, no harm, no foul. We're still moving on. You still have the 50-50. We're good. We're chilling. All right.
If that was
let's go to the next question.
Dead.
Which quarterback? This changes weekly. So at the point of time, which quarterback is currently in the lead for the NFL's passing yards this season? A, Patrick Mahomes. B, Dak Prescott. C, Sam Howell. Or D, CJ Stroud.
Trey, before he answers, we're going this week, correct? Because this was made last week.
Yes. Let me see
right now, because I heard this earlier today, but I don't. Dang, and I'm scared.
And I don't think we can do it because I don't think there's a correct answer up there.
Okay, this is from last week then.
Last week, Nate. No, you know what? We should just skip this question. We should just skip it.
No, we can't skip it. You know, Nate is a smart individual. He could torque back the clock and be able to know this one for sure.
Look, I see my computer's trying to cheat for me. Can I talk through him?
Oh yeah, you can talk through him.
Okay, so I know it's not Patrick Mahomes. His receivers stink. Sam Howell's been playing amazing. Like I've seen a couple of his games. He's at 300 plus passing yards, but I haven't heard about him enough. I feel like they would be raving about him, so it's not him. It's between CJ Stroud for sure, because I know he's been balling all year, and then I think it is CJ Stroud. And then Dak Prescott. I just heard him talk about him this morning, talking about he's the clear cut for the MVP. Well, one of the clear cuts for the MVP. I think there's like 2 of them.
Plus 200.
Huh?
He's plus 200 to win MVP.
Yeah, it's him with Brock Purdy or something like that, right?
Yeah, Brock Purdy, does the system quarterback.
Yeah.
He's not good.
I guess Dak Prescott got a nice one. CeeDee Lamb is why he's up there, but I'm gonna go with CJ Stroud. Fuck it.
That is correct. Man,
I just put the correct answer up here. If you would have said Tua Tagovailoa, he is the current leader. So that is the current correct answer, but you got it right for last week. You went through it. Thank you, Nate.
I'm actually really glad you got that right. I was getting nervous. That was a trick question there. That's my apologies. I forgot that I made that last week. All right, let's move on to the next question.
All right, we're testing your baseball knowledge. We can already see that it might not be there what it needs to be, but who has been the worst team record-wise over the last 10 years in the MLB? The Arizona Diamondbacks, the Detroit Tigers, the Miami Marlins, or the New York Yankees? Think of which team has been the most irrelevant team throughout your lifetime.
Look, I have to take my shades off because I might not look it, but I'm only 10 years old. So I know it's not the Yankees, even though they stunk this year. It's not the Yankees. I feel like Miami Marlins are like a 500 team, probably. It's between the Diamondbacks, which throws it all off because they won this season. So it's like weird. You would want to pick the Diamondbacks. But the Detroit Tigers, I don't remember hearing about any conversations about anything. So golly.
Try not to smile. I'm giving away picks.
Diamondbacks. I hope
you have a 50-50 left. I want to point that out.
We also have the hard round left.
You also have the hard round left, which I don't think he's gonna get the first question, probably not.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You will.
I don't want to do 50-50 because then it's gonna leave it up to the teams that I probably decided between. So I'm gonna go with my gut. Please don't take me out, gut. Let's go with the Detroit Tigers.
Let's go.
Good. Way to go with your gut. That is the correct answer. All right, difficult round. There's 3 questions here. You have a 50-50. You're not going to get a 50-50 because I'm asking for a definition for this first question. So go ahead, Trey.
What does a scoregami mean, Nate? Have you ever heard of the term scoregami?
Yes, I have actually. So there's no ABCD, right? I just got to say it.
Nope. You just have to give out a close definition for what scoregami is.
Scoregami, is this for NFL or anything?
Anything.
I thought it was just football, but okay.
Well, they do it mainly for NFL. Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. It's a score. Damn, now I feel like it's wrong. Fuck it. It's a score that has never been scored before. So like a weird.
That's correct.
Weird,
Yeah, don't go anymore. I don't want you to
Okay.
get it wrong. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
It's a unique score that's never happened before in NBA, NFL, NCAA, whatever you're looking at. But yeah, they're very good. That is the correct answer. Trey, next question.
The Broncos have 2 scoregamis this year.
They do.
Their
They're a wild year.
Dolphins loss and their win a couple weeks ago. So shout out the Broncos for pulling out some scoregamis this year. All right, this one, you shouldn't be able to know this one if you're a true avid basketball fan. Kobe Bryant was drafted out of high school in 1996, the year I was born, best year ever. What team drafted him? A, the Los Angeles Lakers, B, the Toronto Raptors, C, the San Antonio Spurs, or D, the Charlotte Hornets?
What makes this so hard is that I don't know who this guy is. I don't.
You don't know who Kobe? What? Shut the fuck up.
Nah, he's not really there.
Let's go D Hornets.
Let's go.
Nah, he knew that. He
knew that,
He
didn't
knew
you?
Yeah, y'all saved that.
He knew
I don't know why y'all
He
saved
knew
that.
it. He knew it. All right.
Here we
Last
go.
question.
All right. Last
Here we
question,
go.
and you got your 50-50 too.
Here we go.
And it is a
Oh, damn, my bad.
one that you
I
can't use
guess
a
you don't get it.
50-50 for, so good luck. 3 players have won the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. 3 players all time. Name 2 of those players.
In the NBA.
There's no ABCD.
No
Nope, you got to name 2 players that have won
MVP.
MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. I had to talk myself through it, but I eventually got there.
I know one for sure. But I'm just worried about my 50-50. Can I get like the first 2 letters of another dude's name or something?
Okay, let's do the 50-50. So we should give him
Wait,
one of the 2. Which
wait,
one do you
no,
know?
no, I know one of the 2. I know
Okay,
one of the 2.
Which one do you know? And then I'll give you 50-50.
It has to be. Damn, I can't fuck up, right? Damn.
I mean, if you say a wrong name, I'll just count it as the 50-50.
Okay. Giannis.
Okay,
Giannis?
so one of the answers is Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's your 50-50.
That's illegal.
Trey, should we give him a list of like 4?
I was thinking we could give either I feel like the team would be too specific, maybe either the position or maybe the era that they played in.
Okay, so let's say,
You just got to think.
He's not.
Think of which ones were great defenders.
He's not a. Well, one of them's a big boy. One of them's not a big boy.
And no, Tony Allen never won an MVP.
One is a big man. One is a guard. I guess we could say that. And they're not current NBA players. They played.
Thank you. That helped me a lot.
Yeah, they're legends of the game.
Okay. So we thinking back. There's absolutely no way. If I say a name, it automatically counts or no?
I mean, you can talk it out.
There's absolutely no way that one of these dudes is Michael Jordan. Because I know he's by a defensive team, like all-time defensive team. I'm not sure if it was you that was talking about that or if it was like a sports show. But I know he was good at defense. But to win Defensive Player of the Year,
It's a big award.
That's a big award.
And no, Dwight Howard never won an MVP.
Didn't he multiple times?
People are saying that in the comments. They're saying Dwight Howard, Tony Allen.
No, that's just people that have won Defensive Players of the Years that I love.
Tony Allen won a Defensive Player of the Year?
Tony Allen was a dog, all right? Don't take anything away from Tony Allen.
I don't remember.
I don't know if he won it, but all right.
In my head, he did at least.
MVP, defensive player, a guard, and a big. Jesus, this is about to take me all night. What time the show ends? Whenever.
We're on your. I mean, it's on you. It's the last question. This is it. After this.
I'm about to fumble $50. Hold up. I'm really gonna sit back and think. Maybe I'll put my thinking shades on. All right. Hold up. Because I feel like I know this.
I think you're overthinking it. I really do.
I do too.
I think you're overthinking it.
MVP. I think what's throwing me off is Defensive Player of the Year because I'm not really too in tune with those kind of dudes. But damn, I'm trying to think when Giannis won it, who did they put? Oh, could have been. I'm thinking one or two big men. It had to be because Bill Russell or Kareem's name's been on absolutely everything. I might.
I
I
think
feel
you're
like
overthinking it.
I feel like if I lose with Kareem, I'm okay with that. Who's the other? That was a scoring guy, right? That LeBron just passed.
Yes, Kareem was the leading
Yeah.
scorer in the NBA in NBA history. Yeah.
I mean, he had to be the best defensive player. I mean, he was like the only good player back then.
Which, by the way, that record will never get touched. I feel like that record won't get touched, right, Trey?
Luka?
No, it won't get touched. Luka's not going to play as long as LeBron did.
I think it said that Luka has to play like 17 consecutive years, score 35 points per game, and not get hurt to catch him.
Damn.
Come on, Nate. Think of the guard.
I think the big man is my best route. The guard would have to be. I'm only thinking about one guard, and is he really a guard? I guess he is. He's everything.
Spud Webb was a guard, yes. He was a small player.
Who's saying these things? These are terrible guesses. Whoever's guessing this stuff.
I'm just throw Muggsy Bogues.
You know what? Listen, I'm gonna just tell y'all my last two that I'm coming down to. It has to be Magic and Kareem, and they play at the same time.
Okay, let me give you A, B, C, D. All right.
Okay.
All right. Kareem, Jordan, Hakeem, Bill Russell.
2 out of the 4 people have won those. So he gave you 2 correct answers and 2 incorrect answers.
God damn. Wait.
It was Kareem, Hakeem, Jordan, and Bill. Hakeem.
Oh,
I gave you the other 2. So
thank you for the free $50.
It's literally
it is Michael Jordan. You said it was one guard and one big man. You only gave one guard.
Yeah, I knew when I said it, I messed up, but then Trey doubled down. I was like, well, he's got to get it now. So I feel like you didn't get it the first time around, but yeah.
If they have another question, I'll take that. I feel like I don't want no $50.
No. You get it. It's fine.
All right, I got another question for him.
I think you were trying a little bit hard, and the other one was Hakeem. I think you would have got it wrong.
Hakeem?
Yeah, Elijah one. You would have got it. You would have got it wrong with Kareem.
Nate, if you get this question correct, you will win the $50.
What's up?
What MLB pitcher delivered a pitch and absolutely destroyed a bird during the MLB?
Yo, you won't believe this. I totally forgot the answer. Like, hold up. I know this. Hold up. It is. Oh, it's a football. No, don't go back. I'm not even gonna look at my screen. I want to get this for real. It is. I know he's a football player sounding dude. His first name. Damn.
Starts with an R.
Starts with an R. Then don't go back to the screen. Oh
no.
Oh, Randy Johnson.
Well,
you don't get no $50. It was fun having you on, Nate.
Nate, just send me a text message. What you want that on Venmo, Cash App, or what's the other one we do? PayPal? I don't know.
PayPal, basically anything.
Yeah, whatever you want, guys. Yeah. Again, we got 10 people in here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for
hey, whoa.
What?
We got something to do around here, baby. We got a
we got a $50 member wheel spin. I'm lost. I'm actually lost.
Hey, we got Dennis Burns in the chat still, probably. You know, he's probably still around.
He's a member. Yes, if you guys are a member on our YouTube channel, we do $50 giveaways weekly. It costs $4.99 a month for our YouTube picks. We do it every day, all day, player, prop, and game picks. So go over there, check it out, pay the $4.99 a month, get your name on the wheel for a chance to win $50 weekly. Trey, shuffle, spin.
We got 20 members and slowly growing over there. Thank you, everyone, for joining our membership.
The legacy pickers.
I'm putting my $50 towards like a couple months of this.
Herman Floyd.
Herman. All right, Herman. We are going to put that up on our YouTube member video so Herman gets a chance to get that $50. Guys, again, we got double-digit people in here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for commenting. Go check out our videos tomorrow. We're going to have a college football video. We're going to have the NBA video. We're going to have a college basketball play. Go check all those videos out. Thank you guys again for watching. Everybody have a good night. All right, be safe out there. See you guys.